In today's video, we're diving into part 2 of the weirdest, funniest, and most bizarre laws from around the world. Did you know it's illegal to drive without windshield wipers in Luxembourg, even if you don't have a windshield? Yep, that's just the start. Let's jump right in.
All right, let's kick things off with some laws that'll really make you say, or maybe just, huh. We're talking about laws designed to protect our furry and scaly friends. And look, I'm not saying animals shouldn't have rights, but some of these are interesting, to say the least. First up, we're heading to Monza, Italy, where apparently goldfish are the life of the party. You see, in Monza, it is illegal to keep a goldfish alone in a bowl. The authorities, in their infinite wisdom, have decided that goldfish are social creatures and deserve some company. Now, I'm no marine biologist, but I'm pretty sure a plastic castle and a scattering of pebbles isn't exactly the bustling social scene your average goldfish craves. But hey, who am I to judge? Next, we're jetting off to India, where a well-groomed mustache could have once earned you more than just compliments. That's right, folks, in certain parts of India, men with particularly magnificent mustaches used to be eligible for a tax rebate. Can you imagine that? Earning a financial reward for simply styling your facial hair? I mean, talk about a hairy situation, literally. Look, I'm not saying I'm about to start rocking a handlebar mustache anytime soon, but if it means I can get a little something back from the taxman, well, let's just say I'm open to exploring my options. After all, it's not every day the government encourages you to embrace your inner Tom Selleck.
Now let's tune in to some laws that'll strike a chord with all you music lovers out there. Or maybe just leave you feeling a little flat. First stop, the Philippines. Now I know what you're thinking. The Philippines, land of beautiful beaches, delicious food, and karaoke. Oh yes, karaoke is huge in the Philippines. But there's one song that's been known to clear out a room faster than you can say microphone feedback. And that song, my friends, is none other than Frank Sinatra's My Way. You see, My Way is unofficially banned in many karaoke bars across the Philippines. Why? Well, let's just say it has a bit of a reputation for sparking disagreements. Apparently, some people take their Sinatra very, very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that belting out those iconic lyrics has been known to lead to more than a few bruised egos and maybe even a black eye or two. So if you ever find yourself in a karaoke bar in Manila and you're feeling bold, you might want to skip My Way and opt for something a little less likely to get you into a brawl. May I suggest Baby Shark? It's a real crowd pleaser. Now, from one type of noise complaint to another, let's travel to the land of chocolate cheese and surprisingly strict bathroom etiquette. Switzerland. You see, in Switzerland, your bladder has a curfew. That's right. In apartment buildings across the country, it is illegal to flush your toilet after 10 p.m. Why? Noise pollution, my friends. Apparently, the sound of rushing water after hours is simply too egregious for Swiss sensibilities. So if you find yourself in Switzerland and nature calls late at night, you might want to hold it in, or find a very understanding bush.
Chapter 3. Backseat driving laws, strange driving regulations. Buckle up, buttercups, because we're about to take a wild ride through some of the most head-scratching driving laws around the globe. First stop, Moscow, Russia. Now, I'm no stranger to a messy car. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've lost a library book or two in the depths of my back seat. But in Moscow, a messy car could cost you more than just your dignity. That's right, driving a dirty car in Moscow could land you a hefty fine. Apparently the powers that be in Moscow take their cleanliness very seriously. So if you're cruising around Red Square and your car looks like it just survived a mudslide, you might want to invest in a car wash or a really good air freshener. Next, we're off to Luxembourg, where logic goes to die. Or at least that's what I'm assuming happened when someone wrote this law. In Luxembourg, it is illegal to drive a car without windshield wipers. Sounds reasonable enough, right? Well, here's the catch. It's also illegal to drive a car. Yes, you heard that right. You could be fined for not having windshield wipers, even if you don't have a windshield to wipe. It's like getting fined for not having an umbrella in the Sahara Desert. Look, I'm all for road safety, but this law just seems like someone in Luxembourg got a little too excited with their rule book. It's enough to make you want to stay home and ride a bicycle, which ironically probably require working breaks in Luxembourg.
Chapter 4. Don't step on the money cultural oddities. Alright, fasten your seatbelts, because we're about to navigate some seriously strange cultural customs disguised as laws. And let's just say, you might want to pack your manners for this leg of the journey. First up, we're heading to Thailand, the land of smiles, and apparently very sensitive feet. In Thailand, stepping on currency is a big no-no. Like a really big no-no. Why? Well, it's not just about disrespecting the value of money. Although, let's be honest, that's never a good look. It's about the image printed on the money, the king of Thailand. See, in Thailand, the king is held in extremely high regard, and disrespecting him in any way, shape or form is a serious offense. So, if you're walking down the street in Bangkok and you accidentally drop a baht note, whatever you do, don't let your foot get anywhere near it. You might just end up in a Thai jail cell, and trust me, you don't want to see what their version of a prison wallet looks like. Next, we're taking a quick hop over to Hong Kong for a law that's more about revenge than justice. Brace yourselves, folks, because this one's a doozy. In Hong Kong, a wife can legally kill her cheating husband. But there's a catch. She can only use her bare hands. Yes, you heard that correctly. If a wife in Hong Kong discovers her husband has been unfaithful, she's legally allowed to take matters into her own hands. Literally. No guns, no knives, no blunt objects, just good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat. It's like something out of a Quentin Tarantino movie, only with less blood and more legal loopholes.
Chapter 5. From speeding tickets to tropical myths, miscellaneous madness. Alright folks, we've reached the final stretch of our bizarre world tour, and let me tell you, we're ending things with a bang, or at least a very confused whimper. First up, we're heading to Finland, the land of saunas, heavy metal, and surprisingly progressive speeding tickets. You see, in Finland, the amount you pay for a speeding ticket isn't based on how fast you are going, it's based on how much money you make. That's right, the more you earn, the more you pay. And before you start crying socialism, let me tell you, this system has resulted in some truly eye-watering fines. In fact, one wealthy businessman was once slapped with a speeding ticket for over $100,000. That's right, 6 figures, for driving a little too fast. Look, I'm all for holding reckless drivers accountable, but this just seems like a slippery slope. Next thing you know, they'll be basing parking tickets on your credit score, and jaywalking fines on how many Instagram followers you have. Now let's take a little detour to the tropics for a quick myth-busting session. Did you know pineapples don't actually grow on trees? It's true! Those spiky little devils actually grow on bushes. I know, it's a tough one to wrap your head around. I mean, we've all seen those cartoons where the monkeys are chucking pineapples from the treetops, but trust me, it's just not true. Pineapples, bushes, not trees. Spread the word. And finally, we're wrapping things up in Portugal, where apparently the ocean is not your toilet. That's right. In Portugal, peeing in the ocean is illegal. Now, I'm not sure how they enforce this law. Do they have underwater cameras, pee-detecting drones, or maybe just a really good sense of smell? Whatever their methods, I'm not sure I want to find out. So, if you're ever swimming off the coast of Lisbon and you feel the urge to relieve yourself, you might want to hold it in, or at least find a really secluded spot. That's a wrap on part 2 of the world's weirdest laws. Which one did you find the strangest? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss part 3. See you next time on.